Hey friends, my rap name is Alex, and I have just wrapped up another series of 5 videos, which I'm calling the New Reds. I had a reddish set back in the days, but that kind of looked like this. And I was really hoping to get it to look a little bit more like this, because that's at least a step in the right direction. In going back and rewatching some of these talking about the series after the series is done type videos, I have discovered a trend where there's a whole lot of just tales of woe and hardship, and the red set had more woe and more hardship than ever before, but I think I'm just going to skip all that and just talk about the videos and the music. Before I get into the individual songs, 3 things that I noticed about the series as a whole. One is I used a lot of trumpet, and I often use a lot of trumpet. I love the sound of it, the synthesizer trumpet. But instead of what I usually do, which is to just try to always find new sounds and not just use the sounds over and over again, I just said, face it, I love the sound of this, and I'm just going to use it as much as I feel like using it. And so there's tons and tons of trumpet, and I think I'm just going to go that way in the future and just deal. 2 is that there was a whole lot of dancing, and that is because dancing is good. Dancing just can only be good, I think. Yeah, there's no reason not to do more dancing, so I did it, and I'll do it again. And 3rd thing is that I've been trying to work on making the music faster so that there's not 3 minutes going by and 4 minutes going by in the beginning of the video where I'm just making my concentration face and trying to figure out how to play the instruments and not doing any rapping vocals of any kind or anything. So last year I did the 40-second song project, and that really helped me figure out how to get some music going faster. Still not quite to where I want it to be. I'm still going to try to make it even better in the future, but for these 5 videos, it's better than it used to be. In some of the past sets, as weird as they may have looked, you could definitely see that a lot of time and care and creativity sort of went into them. This red set I just sort of threw together with some sheets and some paper, and I had every intention of just really plowing through 5 songs, getting all 5 songs done as fast as I could. And as usual, that didn't happen that way, but I did manage to get 2 songs memorized enough to make a video for them. I first made a video for Bohemian Fabulous, which ended up holding on to for a little while, and I made a second video for All on Red, which I ended up editing and was the first video that I put out. I was really happy with how the music turned out in this. It's got some really strong drums, and I like the really strong piano too, especially as it plays off of the really mellow and laid back piano line. It creates a nice mood, which really does go with the song. And really, a lot of this selection of this particular song is that I was just really looking to make sure that I got that line in there. He's back into me through chemistry. This life can be the best we ever had. It's Fukushima, really all that bad. And a catalog full of really morbid sarcasm. That is probably the best, most morbid sarcasm that I've ever come up with. So as I said before, I filmed 2 videos and edited 1 and put it out, and then the red set just sort of sat for a while, deteriorating. And eventually I stumbled back across a song that I have always loved. It's a song by Michael Franti and Spearhead. It's called Time to Go Home, and it has one of my favorite lyrics in music, and I really wanted to try to make a version of that song as best I could, which was not very good, I must say. But that line is a wonderful line. I can save you some time and just show you the one line that I'm talking about that I love so much. It's pretty much the one saving grace or redeeming value in the video. And those who dam streams, they can build fountains. But those of us who let them run free, we can move mountains. But I know. Oh, one other redeeming quality of that video was that was the first time I said, man, I'm just gonna start cutting in video of other stuff. I usually am very reluctant to cut in other stuff other than the live performance because it makes it look like then it's not all live and that I cut to something and then cut. But never mind all that. I like having something else to look at interspersed with my performance, and my performances are still all live, all one continuous thing, but I'm just cutting in more fun stuff to look at because I can do that. So then, the third video that I released, but the first video that I filmed, was Bohemian Fabulous, a song that I was still trying to memorize the lyrics of, even though it's my own song. But it was new to me then. And now we've made it into a Bloodthirsty Vegan song. Bloodthirsty Vegans is the band that I play with. So now I have the lyrics really, really well memorized. But the music of the song turned out pretty good. It's a lot slower than we play it as a band. It's kind of nice and sultry, and it has crazy bass. And I love crazy bass. I really do. Fabulous. Materialism just bounces off me. See, Bohemian Fabulous. Be the change you wanna be by changing the way you see. Be Bohemian Fabulous. The weather that could be wherever we're together. We're Bohemian Fabulous. And for anyone who's curious, at the end, when I'm saying my bike gets 50 million miles to the gallon, that is because that's a tradition of mine, a habit of mine whenever I'm practicing, is any lyric that I say wrong during the actual verses, then at the end, I just say it to myself a few times the right way. And yeah. Then a very long period of time went by. One day I was just out of the blue looking up some YouTube videos on how to play different songs, and just for the heck of it, I started learning some of the music to Billie Jean, but I definitely did not want to do a cover of Billie Jean. That's just not me. My rap name is Alex. Cover of Billie Jean in earnest would probably be the worst thing that any of us has ever heard. But I like the music. It's nice and familiar. It's appealing. A lot of people have an instant reaction to it when they hear it. So I had to think of something that I could perform over top of that Billie Jean music, something that I knew the lyrics to and wouldn't need to spend forever memorizing some new lyrics. So going back through songs that I knew really well, there is a Public Enemy song called Can't Truss It, which I listened to about a bajillion times when I was a teenager. One day when I was practicing the Billie Jean music, while the music was just still going in the looper, I tried to do Can't Trust It over it, and it worked. It worked fine, and I was like, yes, let's make a video, let's do it, let's hurry up. And so I threw together this red set, which, cause since the old red set no longer existed, and just pumped out a video as fast as I could, and it turned out fine. It was good. I still like it, and I would recommend it to a friend, and I'll go watch it now.
She probably had a big beat. Because of that, now I grit my teeth. So here's a song to the strong, but the shape of a snake and a spider went along with that. You can't trust it. Kicking wicked rhymes like a fortune.
Love me some Public Enemy. And for the 5th and final video of the New Reds, we got the whole family together and did some dancing for a song of mine called Love, which I had been planning to do in this Red series for so long that I almost forgot that I was planning to do it and almost forgot to do it. But then I remembered before I forgot, or before I continued to forget. I don't know what I'm saying. Thank you so very much to Sophia and my daughter Aya for dancing in this video. Makes it 100 times better. If you only have time to listen to one video or something, that's probably the one I would recommend. Love. Maybe I'm biased because it has my beautiful family in it, but hey, maybe you're biased towards my beautiful family too.
I bow my head and say, namaste. And it's true, the beauty in me sure does see the beauty in you. I sure do, but the way you do the things you do, when I love the way I do things I do when I'm with you too. You don't move too slow or too fast. You like love and love for love to last with me.
So I don't know how or when or whether I'll have the budget to do whatever color comes next. I don't know. I have no particular songs in mind. I have one song in mind. But lately I've been doing some YouTube channels where I've been teaching things, putting some of the stuff that I've learned in my lifetime on YouTube to share with other people. So that's been splitting a bit of my time. But as soon as I can, I will be back on my music, figuring out what this next series is going to be. So, peace and love, and I will see you then.